doing? Happy Hanukkah. Happy Easter. Happy New Year's. Merry Christmas. Happy July 4th. Happy birthday. Whatever you're celebrating. Because who knows? Hi, welcome. I thought I'd say hello. As per usual, I didn't really have much to say, but we'll see if we can change that. Maybe we'll talk about holidays. Maybe we'll talk about the movie The Matrix. Although I think it's a little too new for anybody who's seen it, and I think I might give away too many spoilers. But we'll see. How you doing? Yes, I'm wearing a hoodie, although I could be in a t-shirt right now. I'm just kind of comfy in it. Got to a nice 68 degrees today, and tomorrow it's going to be, I don't know, 75. And for Christmas, it should be super sunny. And there should be flowers blooming. Anyways, welcome. What should we talk about? What should we get into? I don't know. I didn't really have a show planned. I wanted to do a show the past couple days, and I just haven't found that motivation, that je ne sais quoi, that feeling of doing it. I mean, I wanted to. I just didn't have anything particularly, inspiring to talk about. Maybe it's just a general feeling that I have around the holidays of a lack of inspiration and I don't know, community and family and things like this. Not that I need these things. I think that it's built into what a holiday is, what holidays should be. I mean, not in the essence of what a holy day should be, because I think that should be every day. I think you should celebrate every day. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything going on, and not that I have for I don't know how many years. I don't celebrate any of these. Oh, and for anybody that does solstice, happy solstice, that kind of thing. Yeah, of course, I'm somewhat of a warlock, the pagan / demigod, etc., etc. But I'm more interested in the day itself, not necessarily all the extras, the accoutrement, the little add-ons, like where the things are in the sky. I mean, that's cool. Maybe we should be keeping time a little differently, but yeah, it's like 70 degrees. I feel like there should be snow, although we've discussed that many times. I mean, I don't want to do that entire story. Although I think everybody here is familiar with the interesting part of culturally, like how bizarre it is that if you live in here, if you live the Christmas, but why? But if you live over there, they're celebrating something else. And if you're of a different faith, it's a different thing. But where are the people that are celebrating the cactus? And where are the people celebrating, actually what their culture would be celebrating? I think that's really important, that we've somehow taken a holiday that had to do with shamans in the winter where snow was and a certain type of mushroom and turned it into a holiday where there aren't shamans with those kind of mushrooms local. It's a bizarre thing. But not to mention that people took that pagan ritual and sucked it into what you'd call Christianity, not even understanding the pagan roots and origins of the book. I don't feel like getting that today. I feel like, well, that's not what the Jesus Christ meant. That's not what the. Okay, whatever. people do not read into and understand allegory or esoterics at all. So it's like you have to speak to people. What I've noticed is more and more I have to dumb down everything and speak to everyone like they're 5 years old to get a point across. I was thinking about like how older people, they talk different. And some older people talk different because they ain't got time for it. Old people don't talk, they talk a little different because they're on a lot of drugs, obviously. But some because they're actually elders and they're trying to tell a very simple, simplistic story. Just a very Just get right to what the story is. And the word nuance doesn't people don't know nuance at all. People don't know anything to do with what esoterics are. They don't have any idea like really what the word occult means. They don't realize any roots or origins of anything. And you end up talking to people, and there's no connection whatsoever. Hello, what's going on, Ryan Gamble? What are you doing? Anybody on here that's been trying to get a hold of me through Instagram? That's I no longer have Instagram again for the 5th time, and this time I have no idea why. It's just zero reason. Just shut my shit down again. What's up, C Noble? What's up, Don? What's up, Don Johan? Dude, every time I'm on to some account, some shit fucking. The only thing that is even somewhat like even my YouTube, right? How many times my YouTube got shut down? Even the ways I could get a hold of people through YouTube don't happen. Instagram gets shut down. My other fucking things that I was that shit just goes, just fucking breaks on me. It's pretty funny. But a myth that isn't necessarily fake, right? What up, yeah? Yes, it's like I am the alligator Santa. It's mythological, but it's real. There is an alligator Santa out there. I don't know if you've seen the title of the show. I just seen it today in the Reddit subreddit of New Orleans, which is I don't know. I'll do a whole video bashing Reddit and how silly how I like the platform. I used to love it. I used to get a lot out of it, and now it's overridden by bacteria, by funk, by people that are part of a system. The dilemma is, here's maybe the talk I wanted to do today. Most people that are part of the system at play, we're playing the Matrix game here, they don't even know they're part of it. They're fighting for it. They're fighting for an idea that isn't theirs. They're part and parcel by proxy, a part of the team of people that are trying to dehumanize each other. It's the people that swear they're all about, treat me right, but they don't want to treat nobody else right. They don't even like themselves. The kind of people that are so offended by everything. I'm offended that people are so easily offended. Yeah, listen to that again. That's Prof's lyrics. That's not mine. But I'm offended that people are so easily offended. Like, get off it. Like, learn something. Relax. Like, nothing's that serious. And then people take shit so serious that they just chew and maw on the bullshit that they were fed over here and then spit it on everybody else. They eat shit and then spit it on you. I'm out here like, I'm cooking good food, and you don't want to eat with me? And you're gonna eat that shit and tell me about that shit? I don't want to hear about your garbage ass food. What's up, Joe Doll? What you doing? You already got a block on TikTok? That sounds hard to do, getting blocked on TikTok. I have not heard of that. I'll have to check it out. Lyric sense, what's up? Well, I mean, yeah, if you say white people the way I think you say white people, it's people that have no sense about them, that are they're scientism or dogmatic religious folk. Same, right? People that have an idea and they stick to it and they can't see another way. They don't have any, they can't dance, they don't know shit, but they read it somewhere, so it's true. But they think they read a scientific article, so it's true. They read a religious document, so it's true. They have no They don't research anything. They don't have any. They have no scholarship in anything. That's why. That's why. Which is actually, we've talked about this before. The word Wyatt, like what it means devil. This is why people used to, looking at all of these. People say the white man is the devil. What really they're saying is the word white comes from demon seed, basically. I laugh like if somebody like with people like white people, like I don't take offense to that. And it is quite. It should be offensive. If somebody calls you white, that's an attack, like on purpose. And you should like if you white, like it's not. It's just like calling somebody any word has almost no bearing in reality to the color of their skin ever, never that. It's a general attitude or delinquency of just being a doldrum. Oh, Jonah, good looking, man. I appreciate that. Hey, thank you for the holiday gift. I appreciate it very much so. That bought a bunch of people. Jonah, you bought lunch for 4 people. Because I went and got fish and all the makings for tacos. So I made fish tacos for lunch, and so I fed a bunch of people. So that's half of that is that's from you, and the other half will be a drink for me. Yeah, the color spectrum, when you get into it, it's really just the form of using the color. The idea of using the color black or white is just spectrum analysis and saying how far are you in one direction of the spectrum, because no one on the spectrum is of either of those delineations of pigmentation. It's also reflective of it's cover of legalese. It's black means to have no standing, really. But that's the where people get it. Couple funny things I'd read about people having license plates, and people got mad. Some people don't have license plates. I'm like, well, you don't understand why they don't. It's not because they're trying to break some statute that you live by. It's they don't because they understand the whole of the law, and they understand the legalese terms, and they understand what they're as a traveler, they understand what they're doing. They don't need one, because why would they? Because they own that. They understand ownership of property, which is wildly different, and you can't explain that to anybody. It's too much. You'd have to. That's an immersive understanding of. This is why I don't dig into it with you guys. I mean, I touch on it on out here, but it's too much to explain to somebody. Too many people know. They know things that are only not enabling them to be more furthered to be free of something. They find things that are objectives that get in the way of them becoming more. They find things that, oh, well, I can't do it because of this and this and this and that. Everything is they stick spokes in their own tires. They put sticks in their own spokes. Put it that way. That's the better way of saying it. Sticks in their spokes. I think there's a reason the words wheel, tire, spokes. You think those don't mean anything? If you speak something, you spoke it. You're speaking your will, your wheel, and your tire is your rights. That's how you move. That's how you move through the worlds, using your words and using your lung gauge, your language to continue forward. People will just find a way to block that for themselves. They lock themselves to the B. They use a clock. They lock themselves to a C. And that's a whole nother. I've done many videos on the locking of the B's and the C's. It works. Jonah, let me check.
Celebrate responsibly. 2021.
I don't know yet. I can't see because I'm on my phone. It'll show up soon enough, I'm sure. If I get a little bing bing on my phone or something. Lyrics says the same reason why movement is a free right and yes, thank you. Yeah, I mean, why they call it that too? Yeah. Movement is, again, we get back to ment. Ment means mind. Ment, M-E-N-T is M-I-N-D. It's movement, to move the mind. Movement is, you're born with this body, which is ability to move. You have a mind that can move and a body that can move. That is, if you have any free will and free wheel, you freewheel it. Like, that's your wheel. Move your body, move your mind. However you like. But people want to stop movement from happening because I'm happy here, I'm content here. A lot of people get stuck in that. They get stuck in what they think is happiness and forget about joy. And that happiness starts to fade and becomes contentment, and they forget about like things that made them happy, made them joyful. So if there's anything you can do really in life is to change what you're thinking. How can you do that? Change what you're watching, change what you're listening to, find new music, find a different movie. Because TV is not evil, books are not good or bad. It's all pieces of information. Find new information. Move your mind differently. Think about something different. Go somewhere new. Find a different place. If you've been to the same room 1,000 times, go to a different room. What do they say? The mansion of God has many rooms. Why stick in the same room? As you should know, if you're the smartest person in the room, you should go to a different room, right? Emotion is energy in motion, right? And just because you don't think about monks that sit, you know how fast they're moving because their mind is moving. Different pictures, different ideas, different energies. Like think about the energy that goes on inside of your brain. You could heat your body up just by thinking differently. You could cool your body down by thinking differently. You have control over anything in your body, basically. Even the things that you don't think about doing, like breathing, you're gonna do that anyways. But you can just go, wait, I can control my breath. Something you didn't think you had control of, it was just happening as a function of being alive. You don't gotta think about it. And then you think about it, you go, well, breathe different, you feel different. You feel different, you think different. You think different, different things happen. Put yourself in a different space. Shouldn't that be the gift of the present moment? Something new? Something I mean, what do you get for the seasons for a gift? You get a box. It is a serpent. Serpent is anagram for present. And inside of there is a stored up charge of energy. And it's going to be something new to you that's going to go, you're going to go, wow, look at this, exciting. You should treat every day like a holy day, like a holiday. Oh yeah, so if anybody is feeling festive and giving this season, today, in this moment, feel free, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. You're allowed to donate to me. And it is TSAR, capital XEN, at Cash App, and PayPal.me, capital TSAR, Czar, capital XEN, Tarzan, Sarzan. And my Venmo is Zen-Atman-1. And that's how you can give me a gift if you'd like to. And if you need any further help on anything, and if you want any other videos and you want to just link up with me, it is Theoluminous, TheoLuminous. That means Godlike Theo Luminous at Gmail. And you can holler at me there. That usually works. So, cheers, everyone. As I got my cool bendy straw. Maybe we'll talk about movement and flexibility. And what's up, y'all? Movement and flexibility, like your spine. Your spine should be mobile like a baby's. Spine is an anagram for penis. It's because where energy is and comes out of. Right? If you have a seed, it comes out of your penis. Your seed that would go up to your skull, up to your pineal gland to light up the star, top of the Christmas tree. You push energy up into your mind. It can be a physical thing, and it is, but it's definitely like a thought thing. You can think energy into your mind. You can take energy from somewhere in your body and move it around. Think about it. Think about your feet right now. Are your feet comfortable?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Do you know if there's a restroom in the lobby?
Oh, you go on this side. You got to pull the door really hard right now, though. There's two restrooms in there, yeah.
Inside of this building?
Yeah, right in there. Just give it a hard tug. What's up, lyrics sis? How weird. There we go. Oh, so where were we at? Oh yeah, so you got to keep your spine loose and mobile so that energy can get through it. Motion is very important. Yeah, as much as psychedelics, as you classify things as psychedelics, I've always stood by the idea that there isn't anything to me that isn't psychedelic. I mean, you ever see somebody that's dressed up and has some cool clothes on? That is, I don't care who you are, that's psychedelic. You ever listen to music? Psych trance? You ever listen to something new? You ever go to a new place and go, wow, this is crazy? This is no different. I mean, granted, a psychedelic substance in the form of a mushroom is a turbo boost to go somewhere. But food in general, if you're super hungry and you ain't eaten for a few days and you have an orange or a peach, that's gonna change you. It's gonna change what you feel and what you see.
Something happens when we can't be our true selves. You can hear it in our laughs.
Yeah, on Telegram? Okay.
There's the half-hearted chuckle.
Okay.
Courtesy conference caller.
Yeah, I don't even. Yeah, the funny thing about the Telegram thing is I don't even know how the shit works really. like everybody else's has a thing where it says messages beneath, and then I post things, and I thought it was like Instagram where people could just put messages, and I don't get any messages. I don't know what I gotta do. Oh, there you talking about the penis, and somebody's talking about restrooms. Yeah, I don't think they had heard me, but interestingly enough, ain't it funny? None of them had penises, I don't think. That's Aaron. What's up, Aaron? Jimi Hendrix. Well, I mean, he's still alive, right? Jimmy is playing. Who's Jimmy playing now? Come on, everybody here's got to know this. For me, this is the easiest one of all of the, okay, they used to be a comedian and now they're an actor, or they used to be an actor and now they're playing a different role, or they used to be in politics and now they do. Jimi Hendrix is the easiest one to figure out. Who is he? And go if you study when movies came out and look at what they look like. I mean, it's not even. They didn't even try. They didn't even try. They're like, let's see if they notice. Yeah, they didn't hear, but the mind is always functioning. Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. When sun gazing, I always see the sun itself. There's a circle that goes around it. You know how whenever you're charging your phone or you're on, Google or whatever else, and that thing spins around, goes counterclockwise, and you can see it go womp 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 womp. Yeah, you can see that. I see that, and then I can see everything colors in reality invert, and then there's certain things that stand out, and then depending on, I can see different. I'm not gonna say I can see the code, like Neo, but weird shit like that. Morgan Freeman is Jimi Hendrix. This is almost. I would if I had one gamble to make in life, and I could just throw my chips on one thing. I mean, not on one thing, but like one of the Hollywood actors being somebody else. I would put it on that. I'd put it on that. And if I didn't have to bet all my chips, I'd bet a pretty big amount. Oh, Aaron Morgan, look at Jimi Hendrix when he was born. Look when he died. Try to find out. Look at his shows, and then look at when Morgan Freeman became an actor, and then it's too much. It's too obvious. I wonder if I'm seriously. I mean, if you're in the club, I wonder how many times people are like, oh, we're gonna go hang out with Morgan. Morgan's like bust out the guitar and just starts ripping it up. Yeah, Aaron, you said that Zuckerberg's was Spassky. Maybe. The thing with that, with the Zuckerberg, I think that he got replaced somehow. Whether that's a mask. I mean, because then here's the game you got to play though. Some are wearing makeup, some got facial reconstruction, some are wearing masks, some might be robots. I mean, there's the game is pretty high tech. So, but clearly, so the Jen Skaski's thing, I don't know. That could be. But to me, Zuckerberg, the original one, and then what he became, there's something really off about it. It's kind of like looking at Dave Chappelle. Anybody who used to listen to his comedy and then watch him try to figure comedy out again, it's not the same dude. I don't see it. I don't feel it. I can't tell it in his jokes, his delivery, his entire thing. Nope, not the same dude. So I mean, there's all that. I don't. It's a big, here's some makeup, here's a mask, here's a mirror, here's this shit. Hey Jonah, there we go. Thank you. Jimmy dies in 70. Morgan's first movie's in 71. Yeah. Yeah, John, yeah. Lyric sense, yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. I'm all for. What I'm saying is the amount of different things that could be used, which means you could green screen everything. You could put a different face on somebody. I mean, we already see the shit that's going on these days, which means they've been using that for a long time. We just got familiar with that, but that means they've been using it for 20, 30 years. It's like the technology that you think we had in the 70s is what what was going on in the 70s was shit we were playing with in 2010. That was going on in the 70s. You just didn't have access to it. So like right now, the shit we don't know about is 2050. And so yeah, the amount of I mean, there's all sorts of things that, just between how high level makeup and the, plastic surgery is one, but easier is just putting a mask on and doing that. It's yeah, and the funny thing is, here's the funny thing about that Chappelle, right? Chappelle quit comedy. He quit because, what is it? Somebody want to give him like $100 million, but then he had to basically give up rights to his own comedy. Basically, like, he can't say what he wants to say, and so he said no to it. And then all of a sudden he comes back and he takes the same deal with Netflix, and he puts out all these specials. Granted, some of what he says now is right in line with what he would have said, but there's a big portion of it that is, his delivery is off, his timing's off, the structure of his jokes are literally like, if you were to watch Chappelle and try to do a mimicry and act like you were that character, you're not getting away with. There's little things in the way people talk that that's not the same. Lyric, yeah. Okay, well, I mean, that's a higher technology then. Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, at the highest level, that's just, you play the Matrix game further. We could literally be jumping in. I mean, we're jumping in on bodies at night. During the daytime, shape-shifting, altering your cellular structure. We do it over a lifetime, obviously. We do it when we break a bone and it heals. We do it when our skin gets melanated. We get cancer. We get all of these different things happen, right? So your body and your cellular structure is changing all the time. So how come, why wouldn't we be able to speed up the process and do it in what would seem like a few minutes? I don't see why not. Yeah, I don't. Well, lyric. Yeah, for sure. I think they've always been doing that. And then you have the ones that are doing it as jokers, and ones that are doing it to help humanity, and ones that are doing it to kind of, I don't know. It's the same on any level. There's gonna be people that are helping, some people that are trying to harm, and there's some people that are just joking around. I don't see it any other way. But yeah, there's certainly people that can shapeshift. Hey, check it out, everybody. I have to answer a text right now. I think it's gonna put my thing on pause, or at least kick you guys off for a second, but just jump right back on. I'm gonna keep the show going, but I don't know if it will just pause the video, but don't go anywhere. It'll be a quick, I just have to answer a message. Okay. Hey, and we're back. See, there it is. Sorry, whoever got booted. I'll give it a second or two to load back up. Yeah, I wonder what we'll see in the... Oh man, it did the thing with my camera. I hate when it does this. The frame rate is really screwed up on my side. I wonder what it will look like in the future, because what we're looking at that comes to your screen is all digital. There's not too many people using analog signal. And even using analog signal, there's a digital converter right? So you get an analog signal that digitally converts. So you could so how is that any different than, you know, everything being somewhat digital? I mean, certainly that is again, as I was saying, like, let's not go too deep into the Matrix new one or any of that, but how much are we seeing here that isn't, it's all digital, but even in real life, like, how do we know? You know, if we already know that holograms and spin glass and all of these other things, blue beam, etc., if these things exist and they have been existing, how do we know what we're looking at? How do you know what you're interacting with? What I'm probably going to do here is dip off this and start a new video in a little bit, because the camera's really bugging me on my side, and according to this over here, there's not that many people here. So I think most of you got kicked off. So if you can hear me, check it out. What I'll do is give me enough time to go fill up a drink, and we'll have a party. But it's really bothering me over here, the frame rate. So go pour yourself a drink, and we will continue this talk on in a few minutes here. Hey, Jonah, I'll get to Wunderplatz. I don't know that person very well. No. So check it out. I'll remind everybody here that's new. Have a beautiful day. Be weird. Take care of yourself first, because you're the most important thing there. And take care of others when you can. And all of you, come back and join me. I don't know how many minutes it will be, but I want to go pour myself a drink, and I think you should too. If you don't drink, go smoke something. And if you don't smoke something, I don't know, go fucking eat something. Or if you're sitting there meditating, just breathing that good ass prana. Shout out Ralph Smart. Yeah, cheers. I'll talk to y'all soon. Give me a few minutes. Toodles, everybody.